What's up, guys? It's Trell. Today I have Corporal Seals here to give you an insider look on the Marine Security Guard MOS. But I'm going to let him introduce himself.
How's it going, guys? My name is Cpl Seal, MOS 8156. That's my billet MOS. My primary MOS is 0311 Infantry. I have not been to the fleet yet, but I will be going to the fleet sometime next year. My first post was Nassau, the Bahamas. My second post currently is Islamabad, Pakistan. And that's a little background history information about me.
It's very cool. That's what's up. But guys, he also has a YouTube channel, Sincere Seals, so definitely make sure to go check that out. I just want to say thank you again, Corporal Seals, for coming onto my channel and giving this to my viewers. I appreciate it a lot, and I know my viewers is going to love this inside look on what it is to be a Marine security guard. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So, Corporal Seals, what actually is Marine Security Guard / Security Forces?
So first things first, future Marines and Marines that are in the fleet right now looking to, go the MSG route. The mission of the Marine Security Guard is to safeguard classified material and to protect high-ranking government officials like VIPs, secretaries, ambassadors, charge aides, et cetera, et cetera. And basically what the MOS is, it's the Marine Corps, but it's not the Marine Corps if I had to describe it. You're working side by side with State Department, and you're working side by side with other government officials on the GS paying scale. The training is like the stuff you see in the movies, you know what I'm saying? Being on rooftops, zeroing in on your weapon, et cetera, et cetera. But in all reality, it's glorified duty. At least that's what a lot of Fleet Marines say. They like to call us pogues. I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You're going to be a pogue, I'm sorry, but it's just glorified duty. That's all it is. You're standing post, but it's a bigger mission. You're guarding people. It's more than just opening and closing doors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. I don't really consider it like y'all as like pogues, because I'm saying it's like, y'all, that's pretty like honorable job to be able to say that you are protecting such high officials and, you know, keeping all this stuff that. So I don't really consider y'all as like major posts like I would like some admin clerk or something like that. So I don't really consider y'all as that. But it sounds like you have a pretty like cool job. So what even made you want to go the MSG route?
So here's the thing, like most pulleys and future Marines, you go to your recruiter's office, you don't know what you really want to do. That was me. And I remember going to my recruiter and I was like, hey, I want to be a Marine. And he was like, okay, devil. So then I went to MEPS, took the ASVAB, and I didn't score as high as I thought and as high as I wish I would have scored. But that left me with 3 job opportunities. He said communications, infantry, and security forces. I didn't want to go to infantry because I didn't want to go to war. even though the infantry's not doing it right now, that was my mindset, you know, being in high school. And long story short, he was like, hey, you could security forces. And I said, what's security forces? He said, I don't know. So I said, I don't know. So he was like, but one thing I do know is security forces is a form of infantry. And I was like, sign me up. At least it's not infantry. I'm not doing 100% infantry. I went to MEPS and did what I had to do. And then I went to boot camp. And when you go to boot camp, they actually screen you for MSG and security forces on a security forces / MSG contract. You get screened. The quality recruits, they go to MSG. The not so quality recruits go to security forces. That's just how it works. And when I went on to ITB, which is the next step after boot camp, a few weeks into ITB, I think they called it like after the split or something like that. I don't really remember. But after the split in ITB, I want to say 24 Marines are selected to go to like this classroom. We don't know what it's for or whatever. And we're sitting there, and Marine security guards, they're in the classroom. And on that day, that's when you find out if you qualify for MSG. And I was sitting in the classroom. I received my packet. And they're like, hey, we're sending you to Quantico, Virginia. And I was like, thumbs up.
So with like being part of MSG, would you say like the process of like, you know, getting into it or the process of becoming a Marine security guard, was it like hard, easy? Was it like a really like painful transition? How was it?
So the process for me is different from, let's say, a fleet Marine, right? So I can only speak on, you know, being a contract Marine security guard. So the process for me, everything from boot camp to ITB was easy. When I went to Virginia, that's when everything really started. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's mental. The Marine Security Guard School is not just like a, you know, I'm going on vacation. Yes, it's relaxed. It's super duper relaxed. But time management, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Time management was a big one. It's a transition being a PFC and being yelled at by a sergeant in boot camp. But when you go to the schoolhouse, you're a PFC sharing a room with an E5. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird. It's kind of weird because you're like, aren't you, like, you're supposed to be yelling at me, but you're like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But the schooling would be, I'm not gonna say it's easy. The schooling is not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of homework. Every Friday you're doing a test. Every night you're gonna be studying. There's not gonna be a night where you're not studying. Defensive tactics, you're gonna be doing defensive tactics for hours. You know what I'm saying? Your days in the schoolhouse are gonna be from 04 in the morning to sometimes 9 o'clock at night because you're training and because you have to learn your job. You are a Marine security guard. You're working in a diplomatic facility in a foreign country. If you fuck up, the president's gonna find out like this because the chain of command on the MSG program is very, very short. So you need to be on the top of your fucking game, and you have to be a quality Marine. At the end of the day, that's just what it comes down to.
I think like most people get the misconception of, he's a pogue, he's not an infantry, or he's not really doing anything. But like people don't really get like this kind of inside look on like what your job actually like consists of and how much it heavily weighs like upon like that you perform at the max level, that you are carrying yourself as a Marine. Like sure, you might not be in the infantry, but you have a just as important job as we do. You're still like foreign countries are still looking at you, and they still see like the image of America and the Marine Corps. Just like when we go to foreign countries and we deploy, that's what they're looking at us for. So I do commend you on that, because the job itself sounds like it takes a lot. Like honestly, it sounds like it takes a lot physically and mentally from both like aspects. So I do commend you on that. So what are some things you've actually like done since you've been in MSG?
MSG it's amazing.
Yeah.
I get DMs all the time. People are like, hey, like, how do I get in? You know, what should I watch out for? This, that, and the other. Everyone's experience is going to be different. You know what I'm saying? So Marine Security Guard program is a tier system. Every post is going to be different. So for me, I went to the Bahamas, and my experience there was absolutely amazing.
I bet, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was amazing. It's essentially work a 9 to 5. But keep in mind, any country you go to, you have eyes on you. In the schoolhouse, you get trained on foreign intelligence and foreign personnel approaching you and trying to get information from you about the embassy. And they screen you on that in the schoolhouse. You undergo an intensive background investigation. Infantry Marines have a secret security clearance. Marine security guards have a top secret. There are always going to be eyes on you. There are always eyes on me in the Bahamas. So yes, essentially I'm on vacation, but I have to watch who I'm with, where I'm going constantly. Because whenever you go to a foreign country like the country I'm in now, Pakistan, the foreign nationals are looking for the weakest link in the detachment. Yeah. And if they determine that you are that weakest link, they're going to target you. Now, when you go to the schoolhouse, they're going to be sharing stories about how you had single Marines go on the program. They go overseas, they meet this beautiful girl, and a couple of weeks later, that Marine is in a hotel room with this girl that he fell in love with, talking about marrying her, and her uncle walks in, and he's threatening that Marine's life. Like, hey, we need classified material. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen a lot, I've done a lot, and I don't regret signing MSG.
Yeah.
contract.
I mean, yeah, it seems like you're really having it. You're really enjoying it. It almost makes me feel like I should have went MSG. It sounds like a really like pretty cool job that, you know, people don't, like I said, that's why I love like this right here, to be able to give people like a look from someone that's actually doing it currently, and to let them know what they have to expect and what they have to look forward to. It's great. So do you have any advice? What advice do you have for anyone that wants to go MSG or freaking security forces?
So with this question, I can speak on both sides, the Fleet Marine Force side and MGPEF side. Be honest. That's one thing I will say is be honest. Be honest from MEPS all the way until you get off the MSG program. They're watching. They know everything about you. They want to know everything about you. I'm not gonna say the questions that they ask you, but just know that they're going to ask you very, very personal questions about your family, about your financial life. If you're in debt, you're not going to be a Marine security guard, because Marines that are in debt are more susceptible to operational security, and they're more susceptible to be like targeted by foreign nationals. You know, oh, if you give us some top secrets, if you give us some TS information, we'll shoot you 50 grand.
Yeah.
What's the weakest link gonna do? That's what he's gonna do. So be honest, tell the truth. You don't get polygraphed. I don't know. I think that's a rumor. You don't get polygraphed, you know, but you do talk to a psych. That's the number one advice I can give Fleet Marines and contract MSGs, whatever, is be 100% honest the whole process.
Well, I want to say thank you again, Cpl Seal, for coming onto my channel and giving this insight for my viewers. Do you have anything else that you want to say to them, or?
We're not pogues. That's it.
Well, there you go, guys. Well, there you go, guys. Coming from someone that's actually in MSG right now, the inside look and what is actually to be expected and what to look forward to, guys. Well, like I said, make sure to go follow Cpl Seals on Instagram. Also, go check out his YouTube channel at Sincere Seals, guys. Go show him some love over there. And as always, thanks for watching.